beautiful South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphins starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with the New England Patriots. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Miami. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Logan. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Pats are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Two yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack, and I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The throw over the middle taken in. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now left side on the swing pass. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
But I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Throwing, Jones. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They're going to try and throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Matt Judon in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. They run with Logan. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now he'll go deep down the middle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So pass interference the call. That's going to set him up with a 1st down.
And if it's a bang-bang play, maybe the flag stays in the official's pocket, but instead, he definitely impeded the receiver's right to catch the football. The officials letting the players know how the game's going to be called here in the 1st quarter.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. On 2nd and goal, Tua. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Christian Barmore. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Following the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriotsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They hand this off to Harris. Bulldozes past him and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
Now Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all. And, Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
On second down now, it's Logan. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
Got his man, that's Harry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, these 2 teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they're looking for the season sweep with a win here in Miami. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They run with Harris. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's White. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Dolphins, nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Benogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Play action. Now it's Tua. Eluding the pressure right. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On first down, Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And, Charles, they got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
That's Aguilar with it on the jet sweep.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 32-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now Jones on 1st and 10.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots.
Hunter Henry, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Folk connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
14, Dolphins 3.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Igbenogany elects not to return it. The football will come out to the 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
On third down, Logan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go, D.
Tua now on first down. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Dolphins.
And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And I'm telling you, nothing will let up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for the touchdown.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
Flushed out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he stopped immediately there. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Hard running at the 15, and they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. And a tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Logan. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going?
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On play action, here's Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Man, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big play there for the Dolphins.
Well, this is where an offense needs to show what it's made of. And, in fact, where a quarterback needs to show what he's made of, trying to engineer a fourth-quarter comeback. And he hits a big one right there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. Touchdown! Will Fuller, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that will make this a 4-point game. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he's brought down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Harris, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too. They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Completes it to Aguilar. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
On 1st down, Harris. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They will run with White out of the shotgun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that gives them a 3-point lead. And boy, figure this one out. Leading here in the 4th. And now they're going to try an onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Get the ball. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
They run again with Logan.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Here's Tua. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Escapes the defender. And down inside the 15 he goes. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
At the 15-yard line.
Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. Rodgers on the return. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and the Dolphins touchdown. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them. And how some catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out.
And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as you understand where they are on the field?
Now Jones.
Steps away to his left. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll roll him out right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Miami,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Patriots,
the loss means they'll finish at 11-6 overall.
And it's going to